So the current series of Big Brother has fewer viewers than any of the previous 9. Yes, that is true.
That's right, the first series of Big Brother back in 2000 averaged close to 5 million viewers, which is a huge audience for 4. The Jade Goodies stint in Series 3, that averaged 6 million, peaked at 10, which is astonishing. This year, 1.5 million watching on average, and we're asking why. Why the drop? Pauline, Biggins, Yasmin, we'll get your thoughts in a sec. Yours, please, on the usual number, 0207 173 5555. This is the 10th series of Big Brother, of course, the daddy of reality shows. It's also going to be the longest ever, 14 weeks in total. It started on the 4th of June. It won't finish until the 4th of September. Now, it might be the biggest Big Brother in terms of quantity, but in terms of interest, I'm not so sure. I mean, no one's talking about it backstage here on The Right Stuff. That's a big change. Or in the pub, or anywhere else I've been. Even the papers seem to have gone cold. I mean, it no longer dominates the front pages of the tabloids. Indeed, it no longer gets any coverage in the tabloids at all, other than the Daily Star, where yesterday it was relegated to page 35. And let me tell you, you have to wade past an awful lot of naked breasts to read anything about the antics of contestants Rodrigo, Sophia and Noreen. I guess that's them there. Viewing figures are an all-time low, as we've just heard. Channel 4, by the way, says the show still has loyal followers who love the housemates, but fan sites like thisisbigbrother.com do suggest there's a backlash. They're calling it the most boring Big Brother ever. Is that why people are switching off, that the lineup's sort of dull, or maybe you feel like you've seen it all before? I mean, you could be forgiven for having a sense of déjà vu if you're watching on Monday when Craig Phillips, first ever winner of Big Brother, went back in. And he's going to be followed by other old-timers, including Nikki No-Mark and Dean Nobody. I mean, I feel like I'm in Mars reading this video. Channel 4 has vowed to stick by Big Brother for at least another year, so there's still time to get into it, panel, you'll be pleased to know. And I know, because I just asked during the break, that Pauline used to watch it.
I did. Although obviously I bemoan reality shows because you know, we're not getting enough drama as a result.
Yeah.
I did used to love Big Brother, but I think that over the years, you know, they were going for this sensational, get the weirdos in, deprive them of everything. It wasn't entertaining anymore. It was just cruel, and it became crueler and crueler. And this year, whatever about cruelty being, you know, objectionable, this year it is just boring. I know this because I do quite a lot of social networking, because that means I can prevaricate and not write novels, you know, anything but work. And that's mostly what people are saying, is that it's just so boring. And I don't think it's, you know, the lack of it being in the papers or
It used to be online, didn't it?
It did. You see, you could watch it live all the time. So, you know, if you're an insomniac, you could watch it during the night and whatever, you know. But it's just, it has run its course. People are not interested. And it's not entertaining like, you know, The Jungle is entertaining.
And you don't get so much.
You know, when people
you don't get so much of it. The Jungle's 2 weeks.
And yes, yeah, you get your edited highlights, and you do see people trying to triumph, you know, versus nature. That's something, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know,
I guess so.
It's just, it's a waste of space.
They're soon going to have a stabbing. With a kitchen
knife.
Can I
just say, don't tempt fate?
No, I'm sure they will. They'll do something.
Yes, they
or
want
have
a death,
a spat or a near death. No, we don't want anybody dead.
That's what they want there, TV companies.
And or you've got, you know, the terrible race.
I'm fascinated. Pauline said that they may have overcooked the cruelty element, and that's ultimately backfired, which I hadn't considered.
Or you could say they've gone safe because there were so many problems with that. Yeah. But I think they will do something. I mean, I'm sure they will. Something will happen.
Did you ever watch, by the way, or not?
Once or twice.
Okay.
It wasn't for me, and I mean, as it happened, the whole Jade controversies when I actually started watching.
The Shilpa Shetty thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Biggins? You a viewer? Have you been a viewer? Do you get into it? You're looking at me like I'm a dwarf in Psychoville. And you want to do cruel things to me. Next question.
No, never.
Why not?
I find it really uncomfortable, and it's interesting, having been involved in a series like Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, which I was quite happy and in fact enjoyed enormously. I find it uncomfortable turning on the television and watching someone in bed rustling around and then someone else joining them, and odd things happening which are so fabricated, and it just seems very, 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 very strange to me. Okay. And also the people are so hideous.
as opposed to David Van Day in the jungle. He seems like such a nice man.
You're right, but, you know...
Let's throw it open to you. I'm fascinated in Pauline's view that perhaps they overcooked it, made it too cruel, and there's a backlash. But all views welcome. Let's hear what you've got to say, Kirsty.
We have Steve on line 1.
Morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Do you still watch?
I watch it now. I absolutely love it.
OK. Do you now feel like some kind of Robinson Crusoe all alone on a desert island with no one to talk to?
Probably, but I still love it.
Do you think it's changed? Or can you explain then why fewer people are watching it then, Steve? What's going on?
Well, I don't know why fewer people are watching it, but I can tell you why I like it and why I love it. There's so much going on. It teaches social skills, how to behave, how not to behave. If you listen to the nominations, why people don't like each other. The mind games that go on, the manipulation, what people are really like.
Let's go. Leave him on. He's obviously mad. Steve, thank you for the call. Kirsty, learn how to interact with people from watching Big Brother? Madness.
Susan's on line 2.
Susan, good morning.
Morning.
So why are fewer people watching, Susan?
I think the main reason is they've scrapped the live coverage, the
online stuff. Why has that had such a big impact, do you think?
Oh, because you can't watch it and really get to know the people from the hour programme they show at night, which when you take the adverts out is about 40 minutes.
I never, can I say, watched the live streaming at all. I used to like the excitement of, you know, the highlights, you know.
But she's got a point, Susan, though, hasn't she? I mean, if you're only getting 40 minutes a day, whereas fans could see 24 hours a day...
But it was very boring, the 24 hours, because also they never showed you, if anything controversial, there was a little delay, you know, and if anything controversial was being said, you just heard the
I have to say, when George Galloway is in, I did watch then and online, and every time he opened his mouth, there were birds tweeting.
Yeah, you know, so in fact, that's bogus as well, you know.
Susan thinks it's a lack of live streaming, which is interesting, because I know some of the newspapers say they can't get the stories without the live streaming. Let's have another.
Christopher loves it. He's
Christopher,
on 3.
good morning. Morning, Christopher. Why are fewer people watching, Christopher?
Well, I think the whole point in Big Brother from the beginning was the fact that you could watch it live feed.
Right.
That's the whole point in Big Brother. Now, yes, there was bird songs when people were talking about the family or friends.
Yeah. But you think the live stream is where they've gone wrong? If they brought it back, people would come back to the show?
Yeah. I mean,
right,
the main reason why they said they took it off this time on one of the web pages I visited was that they said there was nobody watching live feed in Celebrity Big Brother.
Right.
Now, when Celebrity Big Brother...
Sorry, tweet. We have to stop because we're running out of time and we don't have a live feed either. Pauline, love you.
Pleasure
Here's the
being
book, Missing You Already. It's out in shops on Friday in softback. Yasmin and Mickens, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Show some appreciation for the panel, ladies and gentlemen. Penny Magic, so hot footing it from Milkshake. She's our special guest tomorrow. And Vanessa Lloyd-Platt, helping more of you have a happy breakup. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow night.